This is an assault on America. Nothing like this has ever happened before.
And now we're watching all of the consequences of the stolen election.
It is historic because it's the first time a former US president is facing criminal charges in court. Donald Trump's historic hush money trials have begun with the start of jury selection at the Manhattan courthouse. This case will prove to be a table-turner in the upcoming November US presidential polls elections, as American history is looking at a new chapter. Former President Donald Trump is unabashedly himself, casting himself as a victim in the case. This trial is a major event in US politics and is just the first of Trump's 4 indictments to go to trial.
This is an assault on America. Nothing like this has ever happened before. This is political persecution. This is a persecution like never before. Nobody's ever seen anything like it. And again, it's a case that should have never been brought. It's an assault on America. And that's why I'm very proud to be here. This is an assault on our country. And it's a country that's failing. It's a country that's run by an incompetent man who's very much involved in this case. This is really an attack on a political opponent. That's all it is. So I'm very honored to be here. Thank you very much.
The hush money case accuses Trump of paying a 6-figure sum to 2 women who claim to have had an affair with him before he ran for 2016 presidential election. Furthermore, he was accused of falsifying internal Trump Organization records as part of a scheme to bury stories that he feared could hurt his campaign, particularly as his reputation was suffering at the time from comments he had made about women. The women involved in the case are also known public figures. Allegations in the case focus on payoffs to 2 women, porn actor Stormy Daniels and Playboy model Karen McDougal, who claimed to have had extramarital affairs with Trump years before. Additionally, there were alleged payments to a Trump Tower doorman who purportedly had information about a child Trump allegedly had out of wedlock. Donald Trump vehemently denies any such sexual encounters took place. Apart from the hustle and bustle of the case, the courthouse quickly became a battleground for Donald Trump's supporters and opponents, with a clash erupting outside. Trump supporters gathered in larger numbers outside the courthouse, challenging the legal system and calling it unfair.
I wanted to show support for President Trump in a public way. I think it's important that when something so unfair is happening right here, that people support him. And me, being a Trump supporter and someone who wants a fair legal system that we don't have, I think if we're just quiet about it, it'll only get worse. I think it's important to show we don't like what's going on here.
Amidst the courthouse proceedings, a poll result showed the public sentiment around the infamous hush money case. Americans are least convinced that he committed a crime. AP Norkey poll shows only 1 in 3 US adults think Trump acted illegally in the New York hush money case, for which jury selection began Monday. The poll found that 35% of Americans think Trump has done something illegal with regard to the hush money allegations. Slightly fewer, about 3 in 10, think he did something unethical without breaking the law. 14% think he did nothing wrong at all. Those numbers haven't shifted meaningfully in the year since he was first charged in the case. While a New York jury will decide whether to convict Trump of felony charges, public opinion of the trial proceedings could hurt him politically as he runs for his 2nd term. Trump has placed the prosecutions against him at the forefront of his campaign, claiming, without evidence, that Biden orchestrated the cases. This narrative has solidified his support within the GOP, particularly during the Republican primary. However, a potential conviction could sway the opinions of various Americans, including independent voters and those who have been skeptical of Trump for some time, altering their perception of his candidacy. He's repeatedly used his indictments to increase his appeals for political donations. His campaign raised $7 million in the 3 days after he was indicted in New York. And there are fair chances that attention which will come with the courthouse appearance could be used in a similar manner.